Good morning, Fun Army. Good morning, good morning. There's every chance I'm a little bit hyper again. But I wanted to check in with you this morning because, as the title of the video says, I've had an upgrade. So, as you know, if you've been following along, it was my birthday last week. And I went to see my besties, Step Hen and Dave, down in the Shire, and they bought me some gifts. And we actually didn't have a chance to film this for you, so I thought I'd show you very separately. Very separately? Separately. So, gift number one, hang on, yeah. Look, at the mask. And not just one, but 3 little masks. And that is because they are part of my superhero family. And you're going to hear more about my superhero family in videos to come, but I'm very excited about this. So I can do this without cacking shiz up. Look! How cool is this? Upgraded. No more Haagen-Dazs mask for me. So, the mask, and then this is really hilarious and exciting. Look! It's a cape! A proper cape, not a bedsheet. Also, check out this guy. I mean, I could try that. Here we go, live unboxing. I haven't actually taken this out yet. My creepy baby man. This is nice, this is nice. This is a nice lightweight cape. Okay, and then you literally just swoosh. Swoosh and tie it on. Oh no, hair stuck to my face, there we go. Oh, it smells delightful, I can tell you. Yes, there we go. The cape is on. I slightly look a bit like Little Red Riding Hood right now. But I'll give you an active demo of the cape and insert it here right now. Okay, I really love the way it swooshes. Let's do some good swooshes. Strangled now, but it's okay because I'm a superhero. You shall not. So I'm not sure if I've mentioned this to you guys before actually, but I've always had this kind of dream of wanting to be my own superhero, or have my own superhero. What's the right terminology? Just be a superhero. I grew up watching a lot of the classics. I also watched things like Buffy, where obviously Buffy is not a superhero, but it's that thing of just like, I'm powerful and I'm not afraid and I can kick the shit out of you. I think I just liked the idea of getting to dress up, not being afraid of anything, having a superhero gang, you know. So I've reached a point where I was like, alright, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Just gonna fucking do it. Because why not? Life should be more fun. Life, in fact, should be 100% fun, and that is what I'm aiming for. Again, if you've been around for a while, you will have heard me say that before. I want to live a life that is based around fun. And yes, sometimes shit is gonna happen, but if you are embracing it and approaching it with a fun mindset, then you are far better placed to deal with things than you are if you're just letting life drag on by or pass you by, or whatever phrase you want to use. And that's how I felt, to be honest. I just kind of felt like each day was the same as the next. And particularly in lockdown, it's very easy for each day to feel like the next. You know, we're quite, I guess, limited still in what we can do. So I am making the most of my time and I am enjoying it. So today I want to introduce you to Fungelica Freedom. That's my superhero name. There's still a little bit of work to be done in terms of design and colouring and all that, so you will see some of that in upcoming videos. And actually, project with this cape is to work on my superhero logo, and then yes, design superhero logo, create superhero logo, and sew it onto the cape. So we'll see how far I get with that this week. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, that's kind of mission number one. And then building on that, I will be working on a design of the full costume. And then using my very minimale skills, I'm going to try and execute my vision with my sewing machine, which I have to remember how to use. So it's going to be an interesting time, but do you know what? Like, I'm probably going to tear my hair out a few times, but I think it's going to be worth it. I think this is going to be a fun project. So let me tell you a little bit more about the philosophy of Fungelica Freedom. So, Fungelica Freedom's superpower is called funenergy. That's one word. Funenergy. So, the way she activates it is she bends down, she touches the ground, and this funenergy filters out to fill people's hearts with the energy of fun. Yeah! Her catchphrase is, "Let go and live," as she goes out into the world on her mission to free the populace from hate, oppression, and self-flagellation. You go, girl! Let go and live! So, Fungelica also has a weapon. It's a multifunctional staff. I'm doing this like I'm holding it. I will attempt to create it. I think this is probably going to be the hardest part of figuring out what this design looks like. So the multifunctional staff is effectively like the Swiss Army knife of superhero weaponry. So it has both practical and superhero functionality to it. So it can be both a sun and rain umbrella. It's magic. So it can then function as a staff, like a magic staff, like Gandalf. But I don't know if it's going to have the crystal, we'll see. Like Gandalf. It could also function as a sword, a dancing cane, and potentially some other functions that I'm still pondering about at the moment. But yes, look out for that. Lots of twizzling, once I figured out how to twizzle things without dropping them as well. Oh, and I forgot to say that actually the multifunctional Staff of Joy, it won't be called the Swiss Army Knife of superhero weaponry. A, that's a copyright violation, and B, that's too long. It doesn't quite roll, choking on my cake, doesn't quite roll off the tongue. So I'm currently playing about with 2 different names, either the Fundle Stick, or the Funky Stickin'. I don't really have a favourite at the moment, and I guess until I sort of look at the design, maybe it will have to be, does the name fit the thing? And maybe I'll come up with something else. But yeah, if you have a preference, please vote below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Fundle Stick? Funky Stickin'. Fundle Stick? Funky Stickin'. So Fungelica's posse, including my superhero family as they exist at the moment, will be called the Funami, spelt like fun army but with an I on the end, and pronounced like tsunami because they bring waves of fun to entire communities. See what I did there? So that's the basic overview of Fungelica Freedom as she stands. Next steps, as I say, will be to start working on the logo design, some of the costume design, and I'm going to bring you with me on that process because it's fun! So yeah, so there may be some other bits and bobs to add on as we go, but yeah, join me on this journey as we work together to bring Fungelica Freedom to life. Please stay tuned. Please let me have your thoughts. Any ideas, I'm really open to that, and let's make this superhero family / posse happen. Yes, Funami! Please, I'm not going to do that again. I will really try hard not to do that again. Please don't let me do that again. Just say, Funami! Yes, it's all about the energy waves. I'm going to have to find a way to draw energy waves or bring energy waves into the costume. Anyway. More on that later. Stay tuned, lots of exciting stuff to come, and yeah, I'm really just excited to bring you on this journey with me. ideas. So, things are going quite well. as you will have seen. I've got the rough structure of where we're going with this. I keep wanting to call it a logo. It's not logo, it's like badge of representation. Or maybe it is a logo. I don't know. What's your superhero logo? Motif? Motif. We'll go with motif, shall we? Yes. So I feel like it's kind of going where I want. And as you will have seen from sort of the central part I was working on, I've gone a bit too far, basically. So, can you see this? Yeah, because obviously there's still some of it in pencil. So the idea was that I'm bringing together like some of the circus elements, some of my brand colours, which are colours and like polka dots, patterns that I like anyway. And then this bit in the centre is supposed to be the fun energy rippling out into the world, which if we're looking at this from a what do energy waves look like perspective, I've actually created something quite accurate from that perspective. If we're looking at it from what does a motif look like, I think I've gone a bit far. And it actually slightly looks, I was like, can you see that? Like a blue and pink version of the Eye of Sauron. So as much as I'm loving it, we're in a little bit of a plan B place. So what I'm going to try and do, so that I don't have to entirely start again, although that is what sketchbooks are for, working on your different versions of things, but I think what I might be able to do, especially as I think this was the problem. I didn't quite have a visualization of how I wanted this to look, and then I was looking at references of energy waves and I kind of went in that accurate depiction, whereas it needs to be a little bit more simplistic, a little bit more cartoon style perhaps. Like I still think it will be similar. I still think that, you know, we'll have one central bit that then sort of emanates waves, but maybe it's literally like blue wave, pink wave, blue wave, pink wave, and it's a bit simpler and less evil looking, because this is supposed to be fun energy. It's not supposed to be Eye of Sauron energy. So yeah, I think on a separate piece of paper, neat trick here guys, I will have a play about with what that bit looks like, try and get my dimensions right, and then what I should be able to do is cut out this bit from the separate piece of paper and just stick it on top of there. I'm pointing at it and you can't see it. Stick it on top of there. Stick it on top of there. And then just kind of carry on with the rest. If that doesn't work, I will have to start again, but I will probably just trace the bits I need from this one. Oh, I'm not very patient. Yeah, I think a lot of artists spend a lot of time doing lots of different versions of things, and I'm like, yeah, I did all the hard work I wanted to do on this one, so as easy as I can make everything else now, let's do that. So yeah, stay with me. Let's see what happens, and yeah, we will go from there, kids. So hopefully I can fix this. Talk to you later. This is more like it, don't you think? Let's cut it out and try it on. Okay, total yes. Now, the downside is that I've still got bits poking out. So, next step, I'm actually going to see if I can rub those bits out. Like this bit, next to the polka dots, which I'm casting a shadow over, so I'm not sure if you can see. It's only a little bit to rub out, and then we can probably colour that in black. This bit's also going to be black in a minute. And then it's just these bits. So it might be okay. It might be okay. Maybe I'll just... I'm enjoying this so much more. Look at this. Fun energy, fun energy. Either that, or I do an additional layer on the outside of there. We'll come back to that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm wafting my hand around out of shot, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna colour in the other sections, see if I can rub out any of that, and then go from there. Cool. Stay tuned. So as I was just doing these waves, I wasn't feeling entirely confident about it, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, I don't know, is that how I wanted it to look? And I got the middle looking the way I wanted. I was like, oh, does that like take away from it? But actually, and you know, I'm looking in the here's my big hand. Looking in the on the playback screen here, and I definitely like the distance view, and I think I'm just going to do this one the same anyway, then stick this down and then see how I really feel about it. But I think it's working. I think this looks like energy waves, and they look like fun energy waves instead of scary Sauron eye energy waves, which frankly is the way forward. So let's do the other side and then see how we feel. So here we go. This is the final thing. I'm feeling really good about it. Like I think if you're just looking at it without any context, maybe it seems a bit colourful and cray-cray, but actually it represents everything I want it to represent. And I think as I then come through to designing the costume for this, a lot of these elements will be pulled through into the costume. This piece will probably sort of form part of like maybe a belt or a central part of the costume, and then these other sections will be pulled through into other aspects of the costume. So maybe when you see the symbol, emblem, motif, whatever we're calling it, on the costume, it's mainly just this central swirl. But I really like it. I'm feeling very pleased about this. It's definitely not like the Eye of Sauron. Yay! So mission accomplished from that perspective. Next mission. So now I've done this, I am thinking I'm not going to sew it to the cape, because actually I think that would ruin the cape. So I think it basically, I will colour photocopy it and then we can like pin it to the front of my outfit. And so then the cape's on the back, this is pinned to the front, and then we crack on with actually designing the full character and the full outfit for another video. Quite enough for 1 week, I think. Yeah, so hold tight and I'll show you what the full thing looks like once it's colour photocopied and we've got the cape back on. Hope you enjoy it. Here it comes! Na-na! So, what do you think? Answers on a postcard? I like it. I mean, hello. I think, as I said, you know, maybe we'll break this up into the wider bits of the costume and maybe just focus on that central one, like the belt area. But I think it looks good in practice. it feels energetic, it feels fun, which is at the end of the day what I was going for here. So yeah, I think superhero project mission 23 complete. We're now on to the next phase, which is obviously the hard bit. So yeah, I'm gonna basically be working on that for the next however long it takes me, weeks, and I will keep you posted on that journey as best I can, unless I'm, you know, sitting in my chair and crying because it's all gone wrong. But maybe I'll let you know about that too if that happens. So thanks for joining me on this latest ride in my superhero extravaganza, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!